All right, ladies and gentlemen, feds and degenerates, it's that time once again. It's time for Mild's Culture Plate. I am your host, Mild Kevin Miles, and it is Saturday, July 6th, 2024. We We got a cool show for you folks today. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope everyone had a safe and happy holiday. If you had a chance to tune in to my Declaration of Independence stream, I did my annual reciting of the Declaration of Independence. Had a couple guests join in the chat. Uh, you know, as hopefully you folks are out there right now in the chat. If you are, please say hello. As we do on this show, we like to drink a little bit of whiskey. And when we do drink the whiskey, we give you a toast. If you say hi in the chat, I'll give you a shout out, a toast. I'll show your comment on the screen. And we'll do all that good stuff. Good stuff. I will be drinking the Knob Creek Rye. Got the Knob Creek Rye ready to say hello to y'all. Just as Tim Pool's Gay Music over on Rumble has come in and said hello. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a toast to Tim Pool's Gay Music. Cheers and welcome, brother. This stream is not necessarily sponsored by Knob Creek Rye, but it could be. Go ahead and set that there. But yeah, hey, Broseph, how's it going? How's it going? Hope you had a safe and happy holiday. All right, we're going to get this show on the road now. First off, I just wanted to share with you something I saw that was kind of funny. We're going to be doing a little look into this individual later, but you know, we've had this Hawk to a girl that's went viral and continued to go viral, and we're going to talk about her for a moment later. But I saw this. This was pretty funny. Check this out.
What?
You got to answer this. You got it.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you got to give them the hot toad spit on that thing. You get me?
I don't get you. I think you got to.
She's been Schwarzenegger.
Toad, spit on it. Spit on it. What?
All right, I found that funny. I had to share it with you folks. I found it funny. I always like to start off the show with hopefully a laugh. So, speaking of a laugh, you know, remember a couple of weeks back, you know, they tried to tell us that Patriot Front weren't feds. I guess that was a month or two ago. They tried to tell us Patriot Front weren't feds. Well, here they are once again today in Nashville. Military style boots or khakis. Their shirts right out of the FBI. All wearing the same armbands, wristbands, matching wristbands.
Ultimate claim to the pride of our mighty nation's legacy. Because without the race of men that built America, without the ironclad resolve of our ancestors, there would
Ironclad
be
resolve of our
no
ancestors.
America. We are heirs to an expansive and continental homeland purchased with immeasurable sacrifice. The most natural of human truths, the pride of one's home, the instinct of who he is. Nationalism is natural. Patriotism is inevitable.
What's with the one-arm sleeve there? Anyway, so yeah, obviously, you know, the same get-up, same setup. Obviously, trying a recruitment effort to get people who sign up, get their info, put them in databases. You know, folks, don't join groups. Don't join groups. And look, if you see a movement, if you see a protest being organized by a group, be wary, be careful. I mean, look, I used to lead one myself. I mean, just be careful if joining a group. If you're going to join a group, be very careful who you're sharing your information with, what you're saying to these people. Make sure it's all above board. Make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Make sure you're promoting the cause of liberty and peace, and that you're not going crazy. Okay. So, folks, you know, there's people who do this, who do what I do here. There's people who do content who like to do a Florida man segment, right? They like to do the Florida man stuff. I usually don't partake in the Florida man meme, so to speak, where crazy headlines always start with Florida man. But today I saw a headline that was just crazy. This is from July 4th. Hey, we got Apocryphal World Records in the chat saying, "What's happening, gentlemen?" Well, we're about to find out what's happening or what happened on July 3rd or 4th, or I guess this was June 29th. We're going to find out what happened in June 29th in Florida. Cheers and welcome to you, AWR. Okay, so what happened was this man was arrested after allegedly trying to withdraw 1 penny from his bank. A Florida man is facing a felony robbery charge after he allegedly tried to withdraw 1 cent from a bank in Sumter County. The incident happened at just before 2 p.m. last Saturday, at Chase Bank on US 441 in Lady Lake, according to an arrest affidavit from the sheriff's office. A man later identified as Michael Fleming walked into the bank and filled out a withdrawal slip for 1 cent and handed it to a bank teller. The affidavit said the bank teller reportedly told Fleming, "You can't withdraw a penny." That would piss me off too. That would piss me off too. "So you want me to say the other word," Fleming told the bank teller, according to the arrest report. No other details about their alleged conversation were revealed in the affidavit, but deputies said the bank teller was in fear of possible violence, so she called law enforcement. When deputies arrived, Fleming was still inside the bank and was taken into custody. Hey, we got Demon's Wrath over in the chat. Cheers and welcome. Yeah, Florida man doing Florida things. Allegedly trying to withdraw a penny. He agreed to speak with deputies after being read his Miranda rights. The details of this conversation were redacted from the report, but deputies said they had probable cause to believe Fleming did violate the robbery laws, the affidavit said. 41-year-old man was transported to the Sumter County Detention Center, where he remains on $5,000 bond as of Tuesday afternoon, online jail records show. So I would like to see an update here. When he said, "You want me to say the other word," I'm assuming they meant robbery? I don't know. Pretty crazy stuff. So yeah, you got Florida man, but this week Florida man pales in comparison to South Carolina man. South Carolina man is worse than Florida man this week. Because in South Carolina, this happened. Man dies after placing a lit firework on his head while at 4th of July party, deputies say. A man in South Carolina died after placing a lit firework on his head at a party, according to authorities. Deputies say they responded just after 10:20 p.m. on Thursday, WCSC reported. When deputies arrived, they found a man later identified as 41-year-old Alan Ray McGrew lying on this road suffering from major injuries. He was pronounced dead at 11:10 p.m. Officials said McGrew died after igniting a, quote, large firework device and setting it on top of his head. The coroner said the firework exploded on top of his head and caused extreme head injuries. Pocket for World Records says, "Give that man his penny." Kevin and ABQ, cheers and welcome, brother. Cheers. Darwin Award nominee. I mean, he's a winner. He's a winner. Oh no. And yes, good afternoon and evening. Deputy said McGrew was attending a neighborhood block party at the time of the incident. Details also confirmed that bystanders attempted to stop the incident. Detectives are conducting an ongoing investigation into the incident. Here's
Let Bella out. I don't know. Let the dog out real quick. Oh yeah, before the big show.
video of the incident, but this is him just moments before,
Let the Bella dog
allegedly.
out. You've probably even never seen the Bella dog, barely. She never comes out front.
All right, so that's our Darwin Award winner right there. So yes, wow. Rest in peace, Alan Ray McGrew, 41 years old, of Somerville, South Carolina. Rest in peace, sir. Yeah, you definitely did something there. Okay. AWR says the stream is freezing up. Probably his side, probably his connection. Sorry to hear that, man. Kevin and ABQ says they didn't try that hard. Yeah, you pretty much just got to take all flammable things from a guy when he's that drunk. But he's not the only one doing crazy things with fireworks. You have these kind of aggressive people sometimes in Minnesota, right? Minnesota. Shout out to Minnesota. Minneapolis police make dozens of arrests after fireworks chaos in Dinkytown. Minneapolis. Dozens of people were arrested in Dinkytown Thursday evening during a chaotic scene in which people shot off fireworks in the street. Video at the scene captured the mess that happened as young people shot off fireworks toward others, toward the streets, toward cars. Police Chief Brian O'Hara said at a press conference on Friday afternoon that no one was seriously injured. I've seen a lot of crazy stuff here from working here a couple of months, but I haven't seen anybody try to injure another person with fireworks yet, said Emily Schoon, an employee at Mesa Pizza. Schoon was working late Thursday night at Mesa Pizza during all the chaos. The vast majority are not actually involved in shooting fireworks at people, but they are part of the problem because they're showing up as a response to the social media and they're providing an audience for this stuff to continue. It's ridiculous that our residents and other people visiting our town have to deal with this egregious behavior, said O'Hara. That's why our law enforcement response this year was different. Minneapolis police had over 200 additional officers working. Ramsey County deputies, Minneapolis Park Police, University of Minnesota Police, and State Patrol were also working throughout the city. AWR says every teenage boy's played that game. Yep. He missed the absolute chaos 4 years ago. Yeah. Rest in peace, George Floyd. When you've got 100 people coming into Dinkytown to do nothing but wreak havoc and cause harm, that's a real problem, said Aaron Brum, a member of the board of directors for local nonprofit Campus Safety Coalition. The group was formed a few years ago as a result of ongoing crime concerns near the University of Minnesota. Well, there's our quote of the day, folks. I should have made that the quote on the live stream. Ongoing crime concerns near the University of Minnesota. Wow, isn't that a quote? It's predictable, it's frustrating, and I really just don't understand why we have to keep having these conversations. Okay, I'm not going to continue reading. You get the point at this point. But we do have some Twitter video here, some Twitter video of the incident. Here we go. Let's watch some of these videos. This one's 14 seconds long.
What the fuck?
Shooting it at the cop car. AWR says, did they take a knee? I'm not sure. We've got more video here. All right, hang on. Okay. Oh. Here we go.
Yeah, free my Somali brothers, man. Free
Somali
them,
brother?
Golly, man.
Okay, this must be during the arrest.
Yeah, free my
Okay, so yeah, it's during the arrest. Free my Somali brothers. All right. Yep. Uh, Obviously a nod to the premier demographic of Minnesota right now.
Oh, damn! Hey,
Of course,
skitches.
launching Roman candles at each other here.
Oh,
All right, so we got that, and we got a. These are so these videos here are thanks to Heidi Hatch of KUTV Minnesota.
oh shit!
Oh yeah, shooting it at the cars, shooting it at police cars, shooting it while police are coming toward them. Oh, and using their cars to block the police cars. And then speeding off. All right.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
Took off on their ass, nigga.
Yep.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
I mean, just hold the camera, dude.
Oh
Like the
shit!
cop's not after you. What hold the damn camera steady. No world star for you, buddy. All right, so yeah, that's Minneapolis, and Minneapolis, and then earlier we had South Carolina celebrating Independence Day as some do. But yes, please stay safe. Don't be like the idiots we just saw. Please stay safe on the holidays. Okay, so we go next door to Minnesota. If I'm being honest, I did this as a team. Me too. I did some of it. We didn't get large, huge groups of people in a boulevard and do it, but yeah, we did it in our backyard. Me and a couple of asshole buddies that shoot Roman candles at each other. But we're not lighting large boomers on our head, right? We're not holding large boomers on our head, and we're not getting giant groups of people and launching crowds of people in cars in an entertainment district or on a boulevard. Anyway, so let's go next door to Minnesota. Of course, we had this news out of Wisconsin this week. Wisconsin Supreme Court changes course and will allow expanded uses of ballot drop boxes this fall. July 5th, Wisconsin Supreme Court ruled Friday that officials can place ballot drop boxes around their communities in fall elections, overturning its own ruling 2 years ago limiting their use in the presidential swing state. The court limited the use of drop boxes in July 2022, ruling that they could be placed only in a local election clerk's office and no one other than the voter could return a ballot in person. Conservatives controlled the court at that time, but Janet Protasewicz's election victory in April 2023 flipped the court to liberal control. Seeing an opening, Priorities USA, a progressive voter mobilization group, asked the court in February to revisit the decision. At least 29 other states allow for absentee ballot drop boxes, according to U.S. Vote Foundation, and expanded use in Wisconsin could have major implications in the presidential race. Now, let me just say this. These people, it's not a coincidence that this ruling comes down just a week after President Trump pulls ahead in the polls in Wisconsin. And, definitely there's been a lot of news about the polls, and some of it's, you hear Democrats say that their media outlets are showing Biden winning in all these swing states, and Republicans are saying that their polls are showing Trump's winning in all the swing states. But, again, I think a lot of them were on point with showing that Trump was pulling ahead in Wisconsin. I think they were also showing that Trump was closing the gap in Pennsylvania, or not Pennsylvania, that he pulled way ahead in Pennsylvania, and now allegedly Biden's closing the gap. Now, here's the thing. I'm not allowed to say this on YouTube. So I'm not going to say this on YouTube. Let me just say that, yeah, if this is allowed to happen in the swing states, if you're allowed to have these drop boxes, right? You know what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to say it because I'm on YouTube. Sanglant86 says just nullified. Hey, Sanglant, cheers and welcome. Good seeing you in the chat. Tipples Game Music says YouTube is S-ho. S-ho. And AWR says Steve-O loves the Roman candle. Yeah. So, yeah, we're not going to get too much into this. But, yeah, look, 2,000 mules or whatever. We don't want to see 2,000 mules happen in this election, right? So, but why have the polls went the way they've went? Why are polls swinging so widely left and right? Now, if you ask the Democrats, even they would admit that some of it has to do with the black vote. There has been a huge shift in the black vote toward Trump this year, and a lot of people wonder why. I don't wonder why. I know why. And just pay attention, because here's a good here's a good reason why. You're ready to meet her hero, and walks right past her. Like, oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, oh, is Joe Biden a racist? Well, I think we've heard enough out of his own mouth about racial jungles and. Oh, look, he's greeting every white person around her, but do you think she's going to be voting for Biden this year? You know what? I actually saw a headline that was claiming that polls are shifting because more Democrats are believing in Biden because of his debate performance. How people could think that, I will have no idea. But, again, that's the point of the media, to just lie to us and expect us to believe it. Trail cams. Putting up trail cams where? Near ballot boxes? Yeah, that could be entertaining. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring that down. Okay, so in other Biden news, do you folks follow Laura Loomer on Twitter? So over the past 24 hours, this has been a breaking news story here that's blown wide the fuck open. And it started with this tweet from Laura Loomer. Joe Biden is reportedly having a medical emergency on Air Force One right now. Press access has been removed. Now, in the past week or so, we have seen the Biden administration canceling a lot of campaign appearances, canceling press appearances, and the press appearances he has had, and we're not going to necessarily cover this on this show, but the press appearances he has had, we've heard from several news outlets, we've heard from radio outlets that those appearances, these radio appearances he's had, they've had pre-canned questions. And so then the question becomes, okay, they're really limiting his access. What's going on with his health? And now you have Laura Loomer coming out. And again, you may have seen, let me bring that back up. may have seen there's this community note on it. No, president did not have a medical emergency on Air Force One. And here's why this is, because in this, so there's this video that's linked here in that. There's this video that was shared. And I want to show you this video. And a lot of people are calling bullshit on this video. So this is allegedly President Biden getting back to Delaware. Yeah, look, I agree. Laura Loomer has said some crazy shit, and anytime she says she has a source on the inside that knows this, that, and that, I always question it. But she came out with that tweet, and then boom, within an hour, this video comes out. And look at Biden. Now, remember, this is the man that couldn't go down 2 steps on the debate stage without his wife helping him. This is a man we have not seen exit with the quote unquote big stairs on an aircraft in over a year, who frequently trips on stairwells getting on and off aircraft. Now look how fast he comes down these stairs. Hey, we got RobCon911 in the chat. Cheers and welcome. Points off into the grass. Look at him motoring down those stairs. He's barely even looking down. And he remembered to salute for once. He remembered to salute his military escort down there. Cheers and welcome to Cool Frog in the chat. Good seeing you, man. Sorry I couldn't make it last night. So yeah. So after not seeing the president walk down the big stairs on an aircraft in months, Laura Loomer tweets that out, and then within an hour we get this video. Okay. And then of course Laura Loomer doubles down. She doubles down. And so then we find out that we have a cardiologist meeting with Biden and his physicians at the White House for 7 hours until midnight last night. A Dr. John Atwood, a cardiologist from Walter Reed Hospital, and a Dr. Kevin O'Connor were meeting with Dr. Kevin Kennard, the Parkinson's disease specialist at the White House. He met on January 17th, 2024. The appointment was made on January 12th, 5 days before the meeting. And White House logs show the meeting was nearly 7 hours and didn't end until midnight. And so here you have the screenshots of the White House logs here. Sanglan says, a cheap fake, yes. And Cool Frog recognizing Tim Pool's gay music over in the chat. Yeah. So yeah, it's showing so here's Atwood's insurance company page here showing his qualifications. He's from, professor of medicine, director of cardiology. And then here's Kevin Kennard, also arriving at the White House. So you have all this. And of course, this has been now picked up by the New York Post. President Biden's physician met with Parkinson's disease specialist in White House. This is Dr. Kennard. A fourth person has not been identified in logs from that day when Biden was at the White House and hosted the House and Senate leaders to press them for more Ukraine funding. Kennard is an authority on Parkinson's who's worked at Walter Reed for nearly 20 years. Since 2012, he served as the neurology specialist supporting the White House medical unit. All right. So look, whether or not something happened on Air Force One last night, I don't think we're ever gonna know, right? Whether or not the video we just saw of Biden walking down the big steps was a deep fake, we're never gonna really know, right? But we still have to ask the question. And thankfully, someone asked the White House the question today. So here's Karine
I
Jean-Pierre.
just wanted to clarify one thing. I know you got a lot of questions about this issue yesterday. Sure. Has the president had any medical exams since his last annual physical in February?
And we were able to talk to his doctor about that, and that is a no.
He hasn't had any kind of medical exam?
No.
So the White House has said no to releasing the full results of that annual. Said no to making Dr. O'Connor available for questions from us.
I think that may have been actually an old video, but still, it's important to know that they're saying no. The president has not had to see any other. They're denying the whole thing, and then we have the White House logs showing that that's not the case. They're lying to us. And so again, while I question anything Laura Loomer posts, the question is still up in the air. Why were neurologists and cardiologists meeting at the White House in secret? Okay, Cool Frog says that's from 2 days ago, the Karine Jean-Pierre thing. Okay, cool. So again, if they remove Biden, who are you going to vote for? Because we all know everyone's going to vote for Biden, right? Who are you going to vote for? You're going to vote for Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast says that if you lower the age, he'll run for president. He'll jump in the race. You're gonna vote for Mr. Beast? Now, look, honestly, I'm sure he's going to be a socialist, right? But I'd vote for him before I'd vote for Biden. I'd vote for him before I'd vote for some of these other socialists. At least he's putting his money to good use in some places, even though, I don't trust him as far as I could throw the guy. Robocon said that'd be worse for Trump. Yeah, he's not 35 yet. That's the thing. He says you'd have to lower the age. He said you have to lower the age. Real quick, I do want to do a show note before we move on. I do want to do a show note in that, look, last week, you may have been wondering what was up with the title of the Saturday show last week. And I meant to do the crackers and cheese segment last Saturday. I was going to show this video and I totally fucking was scrambling to find my links. I didn't show it. I wanted to go ahead and comment on it today. So let's do that. The title of the show last week was all about this video here. Let's do this.
So are you in a rush? Do you have to catch the bus?
I can get another one, right?
I just think you look really nice. And I go up to people, just random people who I spot, and I think they have something.
Hey. Yeah, there's another bus I can get. So
oh, you're so nice. What's your name?
Sasha. Getting the wheelchair has been life-saving for me.
So again, let me just say, the septum nose ring, I can't fucking stand it, right? But this person, being willing to have a nice conversation with a random person, with a random stranger, just fucking awesome.
Adjusting to it's been a bit strange.
Oh, cheers, AWR. You have a good day at work, man, or wherever you're breaking from. Cheers. I'll always give a man cheers when he's got to leave due to obligations.
I like to wear cool clothes and do my makeup, so then if people are staring at me, they can think, oh, it's just because I look cool, not because I'm in a wheelchair.
What's the biggest challenge you've overcome in your life?
Learning how to cope with becoming chronically ill. Started getting quite severe about 2 years ago.
How are you with getting your picture taken? Are you?
Oh, I've never had to take it like this before.
Sorry, Sasha. I'll be gone in 5 minutes. I promise. I promise.
This has been really nice. I was having a bad day. So.
Why were you having a bad day?
People being not so nice, but it's okay.
People being not so nice, but it's okay.
Get me down for a moment, and then I was like, that's whatever. If I'm just
I agree, Cool Frog.
Grab my wheelchair and move me out of the way. You kind of have to have a positive lookout, otherwise it's just too hard to deal with.
Some piece of wisdom that you would like to share.
Oh, they just always persevere.
You've brightened up my day completely.
Brightened up mine.
And you've got such a wonderful energy. So never lose that. Never lose that.
All right, so I'm going to stop that there. But look, the point is, right? I know some people who, some really close family members who've had some disabilities. And they've really let that disability and some of the challenges involved get to them in the early days. Eventually, they got better, right? They started seeing some of the bright spots in life, started seeing the great things to live for, the great connections they could make with people. And they became really happy people. So when I saw this video, it hit home. So I really wanted to show this on my Crackers and Cheese segment last week, but I didn't. But this really, this hit me, you know, folks, this hit me hard because we all have reasons to fucking hate the world, right? But this young lady, she's trying to find reasons to smile, and this fucking random stranger telling her she's beautiful, telling her he wanted to take a picture of her, trying to show a good side of her to herself. You know, that kind of shit's important. Sanglin86 says some girls just like being led around. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Some girls just need attention too. Wait, what did I do here? How did I get to... Okay. Anyway, so earlier I kind of teased we were going to be talking about the Hawk Tuah girl. And, you know, again, I'm not going to belabor the point, but I did notice this over on the New York Post. I did notice this, and I was like, you know what? Let's just peek at that just for a split second. We're not gonna hang on to this for long, but I did want to mention this. I did want to show this. Because look, when I talk about these women who go viral, grifting, it's all a grift. Like the personality, take the personality aside, it's about the fucking money. This is what I mean. Viral Hawk Tuah girl rakes in $30,000 for New York City appearances. Welch has booked an appearance at the iconic Memory Motel's pop-up in New York, along with 2 other area spots for more than $30,000. She went viral in a street interview with Tim and D TV. Got to spit on that thing. She's making the most of her 15 minutes of fame. Oh, she'll also be stopping by the Ugly Duckling in Long Beach and Bull Smith's Tavern in Smithtown. She will be hosting a daytime event at the famed Memory Motel's East Village location, with tickets going between $45 and $55 a pop. She'll be taking pictures and autographing merch. Get the grift. Get that money. Get that money. But dear Lord. And she's got her own merch store now. Okay. Let's get to the viral videos, folks. Is she actually Hawk Tuah? No, probably not at this point. So I don't know how old this video is, but I saw it. It's got some what do you call it, watermarks on it, but oh well, we'll watch it anyway. I wanted to show this video.
Gelse dese ki senin mi canını alayım sevgilinin mi? Kimi tercih eder?
Sevgilimi.
Okay, so it said if the Grim Reaper shows up and says, I will take you or your lover, which one would you choose? And these women are all saying my lover.
Allah eşiminkini alsın.
Eşiminkini. Niye ben gideyim? Para da veririm. Eşimi derim.
Eşimi. Neden?
Niye benim canım alsın canım? Ölecekse ölsün.
Kendimi. I'm gonna
Again, they're not speaking English, so the subtitles could be such bullshit. I don't know. This could all be a grift. I have no idea. This could be a scam. But I thought that was funny. Like the men are all saying, "Take my life and spare my wife," and all the women are like, "Yeah, no, kill him. No, kill him." It just kind of, we believe, again, the fact that this is going viral shows like we can believe like that may be what they're saying, but maybe it's not. I don't know. One more video showing the difference between men and women. Gonna do one more little battle of the sexes video. Let's do this here. So this is girls at the beach versus guys at the beach. Look, the chicks are on their phones or sunbathing, and the dudes are playing in the sand, throwing sand on each other, burying their buddy. Yes, England86 says, yes, it's real even if the video wasn't. Yeah, of course, of course. Well, wow, I have run out of content. Even though we're not quite far enough in the show. I'm going to do it anyway. Let's do Love Don't Judge. Let's do the Love Does Admonish segment. Let me bring that up. Where's the logo here? There we go. Boom. Love Does Admonish. Okay, we're going to do the Love Does Admonish segment. And I may go, because you know me, sometimes I'll go on a rant. And let me just say, I saw the title of this one. And look, I might be a little drunk right now. I got one swill left. So if someone else pops in the chat, come say hi. So I could drink my one little swill. I'm a little drunk right now, I have to admit. I saw this title and oh my God, I got super excited because I know I've got a rant in me for this one. So here we go. Here's Love Don't Judge. I have 2 uteruses, one for my husband and one for work. Let's check this out.
This is Evelyn.
Hello, Evelyn.
She fell in love with Tom. Evelyn
And
has
Tom.
an incredibly rare condition,
Tom
which
the
she
cock.
uses to her professional advantage.
I have 2 uteruses. One is for my husband and one is for work. That's
One
my
is for
unique
work.
selling point for OnlyFans.
The worst reactions have been online, shaming Evelyn
OnlyFans,
for
huh?
her line of work and
That's
how
a
it may
shocker.
impact her family.
They can say some really nasty comments judging me as a mother, putting me down, calling me a slut. I wonder what it's like to have your husband not
Calling you a
interested
slut.
in you anymore. I just feel sorry for your kids.
I quit my job as an electrician after 12 years to join Evelyn on her OnlyFans. My family
Okay,
have
now you've
judged
caught my
her coming
attention.
into
You've
my
got
life
my attention.
purely because they don't want me to come unstuck with my future.
Tom's sister Emma is coming over today to confront the couple on their choices.
So how did you really feel when you first met Evelyn?
Okay, so let me start off by saying, look, I was about 27 years old. 27 years old when I first heard of the condition known as uteri didelphys, right? It's and then when I started making music, I actually wrote a song about a chick with 2 vaginas. So this has fascinated me for a while, right? This has fascinated me for a while. So, uh-oh, check Tim's donut. What? Uh-oh, is it not showing on StreamYard? Uh-oh. Oh, here. There we go. Tim pulls game music for $1 says, hi, take a drink. Oh my God. I have to start popping out the chat because apparently super chats, Rumble rants aren't showing on StreamYard. Cheers and cheers. Awesome, man. Thank you. Big thank you, Tim. Holy shit. So yeah, I've got to redo my thing here. Let me pop out the Rumble chat here. In case that happens again. Oh, 2 drinks. Uh-oh. I got to pour some more, buddy. I've done drank my whole glass. All right. For another $1, he says, drink some more. All right. I'm not pouring any more, though. I'm setting a limit. I have to leave the house later. I'm not driving, but because I have to be in public, I can't be hammered. Cheers and thank you. All right. Sorry about that. I was not aware that StreamYard did not show Rumble rants. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, I was saying I've always kind of been fascinated with uteri didelphus, and granted, I'm not into tattooed chicks, but to find out that here we have this OnlyFans thought who's got 2 holes, I guess 3 holes down there. This would be an interesting thing to cover on the show today.
I'm Evelyn, and this is
Yes,
Tom,
thank
and
you,
we're
Cool Frog.
OnlyFans creators.
So we first met when we were around 16. Evelyn was dating my best friend at the time. A few years goes by and we had no contact whatsoever. And then around 2018, Evelyn slid into my DMs and we hit it off from there.
I found out that I had 2 uteruses, or 2 completely independent reproductive systems when...
Wait, I gotta see that again. Look at that drawing. Look at that drawing. It almost looks like 2 eyeballs looking at you, like an alien head. That's amazing. That's amazing. That makes me excited.
Completely independent reproductive systems when I was 20, though I always knew something was wrong with me from quite a young age. The name of my condition is called complete...
Yes, Sangland 86. That's who the fuck was that? What was that dude's name? That fucking the stand-up comedian from the Redneck Comedy Tour. Shit. I can't remember his name. I'm too drunk.
Uterus didelphys, and it means that I have 2 completely independent reproductive systems, 2 vaginas, 2 cervix, 2 uterus, and 1 ovary on each set. Having 2 vaginas has impacted
Yes,
my daily
Ron
life
White. Yes,
because
thank you.
It's always a bit of an experimentation to try and figure out what feels good. My right vagina is my favorite, so I keep that for Tom, for my husband's, and my left vagina, I don't really like that one.
The right one is her favorite. So she keeps that one for her husband. Oh, the right one's her favorite. Oh, man, you gotta shout out to the far right.
As much, so I use that for filming with other people. I first told
With
Tom
other
about
people?
my condition before we first were intimate. I like to warn...
So wait, does that make you a cuck? If you get a hole that's not touched by other men? Does that make is he still a cuck? I don't know. Did they find a lawyered way out of cuckoldry?
Guys, sort of so they're prepared before we do it. He reacted a little shocked, as do most people. I don't think he really believed me, to be honest, until I showed him. And then, yeah, it sort of became real for him then. I decided to start posting about my condition online to raise awareness about different bodies. I had a really positive feedback from it.
Wait a minute, I gotta go back to this. Wait. Where
Became real for him then.
Hang on.
I decided...
Look at this. Yes, my 2 hoo-has look like this. 0 line 0.
To start posting about my condition online to raise awareness about different bodies. I had a really positive feedback from it, and also it was really lucrative. Obviously, awareness about different bodies. I had a really positive.
My right side is married and my left side is single. Ah! I love this chick's sense of humor, but it's horrifying. I would not want to be anywhere near
feedback
this
from it, and also it was really lucrative, obviously, to post it on OnlyFans. No one with 2 vaginas does.
I quit my job as an electrician after 12 years to join Evelyn on her OnlyFans. I think this relationship is extremely healthy for us. We get to film a whole different array of intimate environment where we probably wouldn't do if it was just our normal sex life.
It's just given us such like a sense of freedom. We're always together. We don't have many stresses. We have so much time for our family.
What about this one? Do you want to play with this one? Okay. Do you want to hold this one?
Doctors told me that it would be unlikely for me to have children because it's very hard to tell which side is ovulating and which side is not. But thankfully, it didn't take us very long. We conceived naturally during a while we were filming for OnlyFans. Very lucky. We now have 2 children. No.
This one?
Balancing jobs and family life can be really tough.
So one of the things I've read about. Oh yeah, Sangland says, "Oh, He's her pimp. Let me go ahead and Cool Frog brings up a good point. Yeah, there's more at the top of the screen. There's more text. Let me go ahead and bring my overlay banner down. You guys should know where to find me by now. But yeah, one for my husband and one for work. Yeah, he's her pimp. I was a beta male or pimp. Well, the internet. That's how. The internet. It doesn't take an alpha male to find guys to fuck his blonde wife in her second hole, her third, fourth hole. I don't know. God damn. I'm laughing too hard inside to do this, folks. I'm drunk already. I lost my damn train of thought.
Balancing jobs and family life can be really tough.
Oh yeah, the pregnancy. Okay, so yes, if women with uteri didelphus can get double pregnant with two different due dates. So like, you've heard of women getting pregnant with twins. Well, this woman can get pregnant and then get pregnant 3 months later out of the other hole. So that's scary.
We usually just try
But apparently they didn't need help.
and make sure that we have set time aside for our kids and set time aside for filming. We keep it both very separate, and we also just prioritize each other. If we don't feel like filming, then we just won't really push it. The worst reactions I have to deal with are online from strangers. They can say some really nasty comments judging me as a mother, putting me down.
Judging you as a mother.
I wonder what it's like to have your husband not interested in you anymore.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Normal porn stars, like, it's bad enough that your kid can Google your name, but like, you're extra rare on the internet. Like, if your kid finds out you've got two vaginas and they type two vaginas, this video is going to come up and then they're going to know you do porn. Like, it's so easy to find you now.
I wonder what your kids would think of this. I just feel sorry for your kids. The judge makes me feel upset for those people, to be honest, to be so unhappy that they have to comment on my life. I am so happy with my family. I just don't really let it get to me that much. Tom's family was really worried about him when he first quit his job. He had a really
what's up with her neck, right? Is she getting choked by these guys? You see this? You see the bruising on her neck right here? Is she getting choked by these guys?
Good, easy, well-paying job, and to give that all up to risk it for something like this, where they thought he was completely insane. They didn't really know how to accept me and didn't know if I would be that positive sort of role
bruising isn't in these
his
photos.
life that they wanted.
I have never been in this line of work before, so my family have probably seen Evelyn coming into my life and me changing my structure and my values to...
Your family has probably seen you coming into Evelyn. So
to go down this route. So they have judged her coming into my life purely because they don't want me to come unstuck with my future.
Tom's sister Emma is coming over today to discuss how she really felt about our relationship. She really didn't like me at first.
But she's only got one vagina, right?
She was initially very reserved about meeting Evelyn, especially knowing...
See, as fascinated as I am with the two vaginas, like, the sister's cuter. I'd still choose the sister.
What her background was and how we were getting into online work together.
When I found out she was an OnlyFans model, I was quite shocked. Tom also took a while to tell me, and we don't really have secrets between each other. So the family had some pretty negative feelings towards it and didn't like it too much. How did that make you feel?
Yeah, I definitely found your dad in particular. He had this preconceived notion that I was the one sleeping around and that Tom had to deal with it. And it's really funny because it's complete opposite. It's actually him getting to sleep with all of my girlfriends. So
wait, what? What? Now, wait a minute. Okay, first off, unfortunate pause, right? We've got a derp face on the screen. We got a derp face, everybody. Anyway, wait. So you do porn with other guys, but then you bring your friends over to bang your husband and you don't film it? I'm confused. I'm really confused. This has now grown from uteri didelphus to now a polyamory situation where everyone's just banging each other. And oh my God.
I found that really unfair.
Yeah, there was definitely some judgment from Dad's side of the family around what Tom was getting himself into. And he would tell us to probably talk more about what he did before he met you.
We've had a really honest conversation recently and he's starting to come around to it now.
Yeah, Dad definitely had some preconceived ideas, but I can see that he's coming around too.
What those
I just
symbols
don't
on her
think he
necklace
expected
are.
it to be a job and to be something that we could make money in and have a really happy, healthy relationship.
So do you think the relationship can continue like this long
A
term?
happy and healthy relationship.
I think so. I think it's been a
You
really
have
positive.
failed, lady.
We've experienced a lot that we probably wouldn't have done prior to starting OnlyFans.
Definitely, yeah.
In the start, it felt unnatural, but over time, we've learned to ease
You
up.
have brought the
and
internet
it's been a lot
into
of
your
fun
relationship.
exploring our relationship
failure
in a
number
different way
one.
like this. So how did you really feel when you first met Evelyn?
How did
I
you
was
feel?
pretty skeptical with her line of work.
Yes.
But now that I've come to know her, I didn't realize it would have such a positive effect on your relationship. So will you tell the children what you do when they grow up?
Uh-oh.
I think we're going to wait until the time's right. Definitely going to be honest with them, but there's a time for that. And I think that when they start asking questions when they get a bit older, it's going to...
When their schoolmates in junior high start finding pictures of mom taking it in 3 holes, yeah, then it's time to let them know.
It'd be a really positive thing to be really open with them, but definitely at the right time.
So what made you change your mind about Evelyn?
Once I got to know her and see what a beautiful person she is. She's a lovely friend and I'm so glad that she's in my life.
I would say to people that judge our relationship to mind their own business. And just because we live a little bit differently to other people doesn't mean that we're doing life wrong.
I love how Evelyn is so caring and compassionate and kind towards everybody that she comes across.
I love that Tom makes the best dad jokes. He keeps me laughing every day and he's just the best dad to our children. I'm not sure what the future holds for both of us, but we are moving into a bit of a different area. We've really loved renovating, so we've bought some more houses and we're going to just really focus.
They're not going to say
we're
how
really enjoying what we're doing for now, and we'll just
They're not going to say how they find the men that join her on stream.
It's sort of where that takes us.
I agree.
No more children though. 2's enough.
No more children, 2's enough. Well, yeah, 1 for each vagina, right? 1 for each vagina. And so, yeah, just real quick. So yeah, if you're confused about how uteri didelphys works, yeah, she has 2 holes, and 1 goes each direction. Judgment is for the kingdom. Yes, yes, Kevin. Well, folks, I don't have any more content for today. That's going to be about it. We're almost reaching the top of the hour. Probably got just enough time to shill a little bit, to ask you folks, please click that thumbs up button. Again, big shout out to Kevin and ABQ for his donations today. Appreciate it. Oh, wait. He also said happy belated treason day. Wow. I'm going to have to drink the rest of this to that one. Cheers. So yeah, a total of $4 total from Tim Pool's Gay Music. Thank you. Or $3, my bad. I'm too drunk to count. Don't blame me. It's the liquor. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so yeah, click that thumbs up button. If you're new here, please follow, watch a second video, and share this off platform. It really helps. Those 3 things help the most with the algorithm. Yeah. And yeah, shout out to everyone who showed up. Shout out to everyone who's watching this later on demand or watching and lurking. Shout out to all y'all. Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate having an audience. I appreciate the feedback. Appreciate it all. So please show up next time, this Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central. Same bat time, same bat channel. And yeah, follow me on all the platforms down in the description in case there's, for some reason, I need to reschedule a show, or I'm going to go impromptu with another show like I did back on Independence Day with my reading of the Declaration of Independence. Sangolin says, see ya. Cool Frog says, later. Temple's Game Music says, have a good night, friends. Yes, have a good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other. Outlast those haters. Please outlast those haters. Don't get any on you. And if you do, rub that shit in real good. I'll see you next time on Miles Culture Plate. Have a good weekend, everybody. Good night.